go with the EPL news and rumours, and I've no Jake, I've got no Pete, I've got no Anna, I've got Chris Beasley. Hi Chris.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel, I'm sorry.
We really are. Right, let's get straight on with it because time's money. Only one thing to report on the signings. Phantoms import Josef Sladok has left to play in Finland 3 days after signing an increased contract. There we go. Straight on to Sunday's games, Chris. Bees 4, Bison 2. Did finish a huge favour with a win against our nearest rivals. 2 for Wiggins, 1 each for Rounding and Ford for the Bees. Reynolds and Connolly for Bison. Nice to see Wiggins get as many goals as he did penalty points.
Absolutely. Bracknell, you just never know what you're going to get with the Bracknell Bees. On paper, not a bad team, but as we've seen over the course of the season, they can be brilliant, they can be awful.
Yeah, sure are. Right, straight on. Wildcats 3, the Jets 2. Jets struggling again. Nell, Bullis and Costello for the Wildcats. Kyrgios and Webb. Jets getting into penalty trouble in the third and losing 2 power play goals, which cost them the game. 2
of the Swindon 3. It's going to be Nell, Hogan, Costello or some combination thereof. Wouldn't like to play them come playoff time. Very dangerous team on their day.
No, we've got their measure. I'm quite happy with that. Right, not about these two though. Tigers 5, Lightning 4 on penalty shots. Great comeback by MK in the third period, taking to overtime. Telford, Pavlu, Pease, Miller and Kulavainen. Bowers got 2, County and Carr for MK. Nothing in overtime, and it was Dan Davis who got the winner on the penalty shots. Another good 2 points for Telford.
Yep, 2 very good points for Telford to go with the 2 points the night before that they picked up in Coventry against MK. But 2 very good teams, well organised teams. Look like they're probably going to be playing each other in the playoffs come the end of the year. That's going to be a hard-fought 2 legs to see who gets through to the finals.
Peterborough 1, Guildford 3. Easy win for the Flames as they break their losing streak on the road. Goals came from Longstaff, Campbell and Christopherson. For Scouts to score for Peterborough. This young Ben Campbell, he's a really one to watch this year.
Absolutely. I mean, we've known about him for a while in terms of his skating and his stick handling ability. We've seen it pretty much every time he's up in Altrincham, so we know what he can do. But on a Guildford team that's been looking for something with all of the injuries, it seems to be Ben Campbell that's really stepped up and he's making things happen for them.
Certainly has been impressive every time I've seen him. And lastly, I suppose we better talk about it. Phoenix 2, the Dogs 3. Shot us off in the foot really, didn't we?
Yeah, can't say much more than that. The second that Sheffield went in front for the first time in the game with that goal from Lubomir Korhon, you knew what was going to happen, but unfortunately that second period we just got completely disrupted rhythm-wise, and then the Steel Dogs, I actually thought third period with a pretty good defensive performance. They stopped messing about and just focused on being solid at the back, led by Dalibor Sedlar.
Yes, OK, the Cup, well, we've done it to death elsewhere in the programme. The league table, as we look at it now, believe it or not, we're still top with 58 points. Same as Bison, but we've got 3 games in hand. Flames are on 55, again with 3 games on them. Lightning 52, Tigers 44, Steel Dogs 41, Wildcats 40, the Bees 39, and then it's beginning to look pretty grim for the Jets and Phantoms with 34 and 33. These 2 are beginning to be cut adrift now, I think.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, particularly, you look at Slough, they've done the best to try and rebuild the squad after what happened earlier in the year, but they're still lacking the depth of some of the teams that they're trying to catch. Peterborough, they've got to start picking the results up sooner or later if they want to try and get it in. They've got the talent on the team to make it happen, and they've got plenty of games left against the teams that they're trying to catch. The problem for them is that they're still incredibly inconsistent, as we saw midweek when they lost 4-0 at home to Telford.
Right, you can come closer. I did have a shower before I went tonight. You'll have a fit if you keep following you all the way down there. So, I mean, I did shower. Right, on to tonight. Peterborough, they're a very short bench team tonight. Their import goalie's not here, Karim Yarina. Damien King's going to stand in. They're missing Slava Kulikov. And the big one for me, they're missing Marcel Petran.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, not just missing the import defenseman from the defensive side of things, but I'm not sure there's an import D-man in the league that brings more at both ends of the ice, possibly with the exception of Kvetan down in Guildford, that Marcel Petran does. So it significantly weakens their power play in particular, which given that Phoenix seem to have developed a bit of a penchant for taking penalties just lately, it's not good for Peterborough. Having said that, we've still got to be disciplined because they've got players like Pliskauskas and Piatak that can still make things happen.
And we've got to be disciplined because they want rid of us, so let's go watch some hockey.
Hand to Cerny. Cerny walking in, forced back by Mark Levers. Just a hand in the corner, trying to play it in front until the skates of Hutchinson. Cerny, and now hand down in the corner. Boothroyd sneaks in, Bakalik in the slot, shoots and scores. Frankie Bakalik getting just enough room for Tony Hand to get the pass to him. Cradled it back and snaps it under the Paddock King in at the far post. 30th goal of the season for Frankie Bakalik. It's a power play goal for the Manchester Phoenix. They lead Peterborough by a goal to 0. And now Schnabel once more for the Phoenix. Coulson Heron tipping it through for Bentham to try and skate onto. Barmer backhands up the boards. Coulson Heron chopping it in behind the net. Bentham stood up and gets his stick open. Chance and then score. Joe Graham playing forward. Good things happen for the Manchester Phoenix. Brilliant strength by Bentham to hold off 2 Phantoms. He got the puck across and Joe Graham guides it in past Damien King. Second of the year for Joe Graham. The Phoenix lead Peterborough by 2 goals to 0. Banks off the boards. Bakalik, nice little tip, and Hand will move to the right hand side into the zone, floats it towards the net. Bakalik will pick it up down in the corner, gives to Cerny behind the goal. Cerny moving out, backhands it through to Frankie Bakalik. Bakalik at the blue line, holding it off, looking for a pass. He gives it to Cerny down in the corner again, who tries to chip it through. Barmer gets there, backhands up the boards. James Ferrara trying to get it clear. Boothroyd kept it in, but gave it straight back to Barmer, who will carry it away. Good stick lift, Michael Cerny to win that puck back, and Wood played across to Boothroyd. Boothroyd's pass will be picked up by Cerny, who floats it through. Hand trying to kick it through. He did, but had to circle back and plays it up towards Bakalik on the wing. James Ferrara got just enough of it, and he'll play it down into the Phoenix zone where Ben Wood picks it up across to Boothroyd. The Phoenix will make the remainder of their line change as Boothroyd gives to McKinney on the right wing. McKinney down the ice, cuts to the left, dances his way through the D, holds off Eric Piatak with the puck in the corner. He gets it back to Boothroyd at the line, shot coming in, traffic in front, loose puck was there, the Phoenix couldn't quite find it. Luke Ferrara backhands up the boards, James Archer knocks it down. The Phoenix keep it in, bouncing up into the face-off circle. Luke Ferrara gets it out of his feet, and it's Robert Ferrara who gets it to the line but not out. Boothroyd keeps it in again. Watkins lets it run, it hits the referee, and that's a kind bounce for the Phantoms that gets them to Hutchinson behind. Cerny will play it around the boards. Hand lets it run. Bakalik let it run as well. Schnabel shot looking for traffic in front. That's hit Tony Hand, and Hand will hobble back down the ice. Gives Robert Schnabel a slightly rueful look. Cerny meanwhile banks it through behind the goal to Richard Bentham down in the corner. Bentham, Bakalik in front. He's on his backhand. He turns forehand, saved by King. Rebound, they score. Crashing the net, Richard Bentham. Good things happen when you go to the net. It was a juicy rebound off the right pad of Damien King on the shot from Frankie Bakalik, and Bentham lifts it up over the netminder into the roof of the net. Great start to the second period for the Phoenix. 6 on the year for Bentham. It's Phoenix 3, Peterborough 0. Hutchinson sweeping the puck down in behind the net. It's Ben Wood who gets there, chips off the plexi, bounces down into the face of circle, saved by Foe on Luke Ferrara. Ferrara gets the puck behind the net. The Phantoms are back at full strength. Hutchinson first time pass and finds Piatak, who holds and shoots and scores. Well, James Ferrara came off the bench and Piatak was looking pass all the way. Let it go and it gets through Stephen Foe. It is a power play goal for Peterborough and they are on the board. It's Phoenix 3, Phantoms 1. Hook working the puck back to the blue line. Hutchinson's shot is blocked and away comes James Archer. Half a step on Buckman. Archer goes forehand. King keeps the pad down. Loose puck in front trying to jam it in. Was Jack Watkins, but King will cover it up for a whistle. Hook working the puck back to the blue line. Hutchinson's shot is blocked and away comes James Archer. Half a step on Buckman. Archer goes forehand. King keeps the pad down. Loose puck in front trying to jam it in. Was Jack Watkins, but King will cover it up for a whistle.
Your old car, seen better days, given up the ghost? You need the friendly guys at Davidson's. One phone call is all you need. They'll collect your car for free, sort out that nasty paperwork, and transform your old banger into lots of lovely cash. Because Davidson's are extremely reputable and recommended by the DVLA. So for the best prices, cash on the spot, and to scrap your car with confidence, call us on 0161 928 9981.
Davidson's, we're talking scrap.
Side helps it on its way and Hand will dangle his way into the zone. Phoenix will set up the power play as Hand gives to Bakalik in the face-off circle. Bakalik to Cerny in behind the goal. And now Tony Hand on the goal line, banks off the boards to Michael Cerny. Boothroyd walking in, gets the puck, gives back to Cerny. Cerny, Hand, one-timer, Robert Schnabel! And that's not gone in. I thought that went in. Dave Emerson blows the whistle. I thought it went in. At the line gets it out of his skates. Hand lets it run. Ben Woodall dive in as Hook was asleep. Sent it in behind the net. Hutchinson gets a piece of it. Cerny again comes in with the stick lift to win the puck back. Hand down in the corner, sweeps it back. Face off, and scores. Brilliant offensive zone pressure from Hand and Cerny, and Frankie Bakalik again. He's given too much room by the Peterborough Phantoms. Low, hard shot through the pads of Damien King. Second of the game, 31st of the season for Bakalik. The Phoenix lead by 4 goals to 1. Phoenix, Schnabel. Left-hand side, passes deflected down into the zone. Luke Ferrara off the boards. Coulson Heron bumped from behind as he tried to keep it in. Pick to the line, tangles up with Richard Bentham. Bentham and Pick will have words. Pass in front to Luke Ferrara, who scores. Nice break down the ice by the Peterborough Phantoms, and Luke Ferrara guides it over the right pad of Stephen Foe into the back of the Phoenix net. The Phantoms pull 2 within 2. It's Phoenix 4, Phantoms 2. Face-off won by Wood. Barmer for Phantoms, trying to play it up ahead. McKinney gets in there, knocks it loose. Take Barmer into the boards. Watkins comes in to try and win that loose puck. McKinney to James Archer. Smashed in at the far post by the Phoenix assistant captain. Lovely work and pass out from Andy McKinney. Archer across King into the back of the net for an 18th goal of the season. The Phoenix respond and make it Manchester 5, Peterborough 2. Ben Wood across to Boothroyd. McKinney trying to skip inside, his man taken down with a hip check. Jason Buckman it was. Hutchinson banks it through, played towards Weldon, but Boothroyd will pick it up down in the corner. Finds Andy McKinney, and McKinney will carry ahead again. Lovely long pass into the zone. It's a 2-on-0. Watkins hits the post. Had James Archer as the option, but went shot and rings it off the pipe. Hartwell chop it clear. Bakalik spies an opportunity, trying to hold off Pliskowskis into the zone. He gets towards the front of the net and hits the post. What a brilliant piece of skill by Frankie Bakalik, and I think he's going to be called for holding the stick. Well, Andy Miller is without doubt the most unpopular man in Manchester this evening. It was a wonderful piece of strength from František Bakalik to hold off the Phantoms player and shovel it towards the net. It hit the post, but it wouldn't have counted because he's got 2 for holding the stick in the centre circle, and backhands it through for James Archer to skate onto on the hash marks. Archer trying to get the pass through. Greg Pick takes him into the board. Bentham trying to play it through. Archer gets it back again. He floats it across. Ben Wood will pick this one up off the boards. Backlick in behind the net. Holds off Hutchinson. Finds Bentham. Schnabel from the blue line. King makes the save. Chances there, and James Archer puts it straight into the glove of Damien King. Will hold on, but the ice dome is filled with the sound of Brian Adams. We haven't heard Brian in a while. Brian, it's good to have you back. Way past Foden, couldn't do it. Schnabel stepping in there. Foden with a poke check. Schnabel will hold on to the puck. And as the Phantoms play it back to the blue line for James Ferrara, Foden makes the save. And the Manchester Phoenix have stopped the Ross at home. After 3 defeats on the spin, the Phoenix are back in the win column on Altrincham ice. And in truth, they made pretty easy work of it. Despite the short bench, the Phantom short bench as well hurt them. They just couldn't get anything going. And it is 2 points for Manchester, who will stay at the top of the league, heading to Telford tomorrow night. Final score, Manchester Phoenix 5, Peterborough Phantoms 2.
Right, Phoenix TV, final score tonight, Manchester Phoenix 5, Peterborough Phantoms 2. And a little bit harder. I'm here with Mark Levers, their man of the match. Maybe a little bit harder than we were expecting there, because you could end of the second period and worked hard in the third.
Yeah, well, I mean, when everything's working, we're actually not that bad. It's just we have little breakdowns, little mental lapses. And the way things have been going this season, when we make those little lapses, every team seems to capitalise. So, yeah, I mean, a couple of bounces here and there, maybe we could have done a little bit better, but you guys played well as always and got the win.
A lot of key players out tonight, though. I mean, a lot of things. I mean, your offense. I mean, Petran is not just a good D-man. A lot of offense is generated by him as well. Yeah,
we kind of rely on Marcel for not, like you say, not just for the D. So, and obviously Slav is missing as well. So, like you say, we're missing a couple of key players, but sometimes teams rally a little bit more, and play a little better. But it wasn't for lack of trying tonight, but like you say. Yeah.
No, certainly, but I've got to mention your bravery. You will be getting an award on our forums for actually getting back up after a Schnabel shot. It's not the wisest thing in the world to do, but it comes natural to you. Yeah,
it's something I've done pretty much all my career, but yeah, don't get me wrong, that's going to hurt for a few days yet. So, but yeah, it had to be done, I guess. But, hey.
Yeah, I remember you doing it at the Steelers many years ago, so you haven't learned your lesson really, have you?
Not really, no. I should have really picked it up by now, but hey.
Mark, thanks very much for coming out, mate. Best of luck for the rest of the season and the rebuild for next year.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Cheers, then. Right, Phoenix TV. Phoenix back on the road with a good home win against Peterborough. I'm here with the man of the match, Andy McKinney. Andy, they made it tough for parts of the game, but we looked in control tonight.
Yeah, meow. Yeah, we were in control. I thought everyone contributed. We got the pucks in behind their D and just skated after it. And I thought by forechecking and our D playing smart, we just dominated the game.
You got that one in pretty quick. I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we got some good goals at crucial times. Some strange calls again, but to get a call for holding your own stick really has got to take the biscuit on that one.
Yeah, I didn't really see it. I was on the bench, but I'm sure it was another controversial one.
Controversial, yeah, we'll leave it at controversial. But having said that, we're back on the rails. 2 points that we wanted. Tough game tomorrow, Telford, but say we're still a little bit short. We'll be short of Robin and Liam, but hey, we'll work it.
Yeah, well, I think we're going in as the underdogs, as Tony just said in the room. So we just got to play like we did tonight, and it's the same sort of same ice pad, same sort of size. So if we play like we did tonight, I think we'll go in there and have a really good chance. We just got to play smart.
Yeah, well, best of luck tomorrow, and again, good points. Thanks, Andy, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, meow.
Right, it's Phoenix TV match wrap-up. I'm here with Anna. Hi, Anna.
Good evening.
And I've got Jacob Herron with us. Hi, Jacob.
Hello.
Right, it's a little bit of a better post-match discussion after Thursday nights. So we'll start. Jacob, first point of the season. Well done, mate.
Second. It's the second one.
Oops.
Yeah, I got one in Coventry, so probably the best points to shift ratio in the league. But no, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we really have to get them counting these sitting on bench penalties to count as shifts.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't. It's good to get some ice time tonight, but I don't know. I've got to do them jobs at the moment, I guess. So, but oh well. Somebody
has to.
Yeah.
Bit of luck. Somebody else's turn next year.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I've got my chance now with Chungy out, so I've got to prove myself. I've been kind of in a way unlucky this season, but we haven't. It sounds bad, but we haven't had injuries for me to get my chance. But yeah, now I'm going to try and take it with both hands and make something out of it.
Absolutely, 10th forward has got to be on a par with backup netminder really sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know when I was coming here I was going to be the 10th forward, so kind of it's a bit gutting, but oh well, I haven't played in a year and stuff like that with my knee, and so just it was good to find a team in the EPL. I thought for myself, so I was happy to take that, and then it being Manchester is another good thing as well, because look where we are in the league at the moment. So.
Anna?
Yeah, I'm just going to touch on Olympic hockey slightly. It seems to have taken England a little bit by storm, getting some
England?
Well, the world then. We'll go with the world. But particularly England, a lot of people have their eyes have been open to it that weren't aware because of all the sort of TV time it's getting on the BBC. Where did it all start for you?
Funny, I was watching Mighty Ducks 2. My mum bought me that for Christmas one year. So yeah, I watched that and then thought I wanted to play ice hockey. So I went and watched, I think it was a Milton Keynes game or a London Knights, I can't quite remember. But yeah, I went and watched them play and then I thought, yeah, this is for me.
Give it a go. Down to your local rink and then sort of took it from there?
Yeah, probably the worst decision of my life, but yeah, I did it.
Ever think you were going to make a career out of it? Or?
When I was younger I did, but now I kind of, obviously I know I'm not going to ever make any high level, but I just, like, if I can play EPL, I'm happy to, and I just, like, the main thing for me is just being around all the boys and stuff like that. Like, I love being in the change room and just giving someone to laugh at and just being happy.
I think it's a sports team ethic, though. It's always good to be involved with a team at any sport. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, that's true. Like you see some guys like play individual sports and like they have no one to celebrate with sometimes. It's like even in tennis when Andy Murray, when he had his coach and stuff. So you need a team, but like when you boys won it at Coventry this year, like you couldn't imagine celebrating that by yourself, could you? So
it was just awesome. Let's hope we can get that sort of celebration for you this year.
Yeah, hopefully that's what we're all aiming for. So
about tonight's game, what do you reckon? I mean, Peterborough, they made it difficult in bits, but I thought we dominated. They were missing some key players, and it showed in certain parts of the ice. Yeah,
they've been struggling with injuries, like us now, and do you know what? Since Sava's come in, they've done a lot better than what they were doing. So take my hat off to them. They'll be, I think if Stava stays there next year and stuff, they'll be a solid team. Like they've got, seems like a decent budget. They just, like, their goalie they signed hasn't played for them, and yeah, stuff like that, little things like that just haven't gone their way. Because if he was playing, it's like Sheffield's goalie. It makes such a difference. So.
It is a game we should have won tonight, though, wasn't it? Certainly after Thursday, and with a big game tomorrow. I mean, we last looked, Telford have annihilated Guildford this evening, so big game ahead of us tomorrow.
Telford, you know what? I can't fault Telford. Like if their club deserved it to get some money and stuff like that, it's them. So they all seem like good people there, and you know, I take my hat off to them. They've spent money and they're actually winning games and doing well now. So we just got to come ready because, well, when we played them in the past, we haven't. We've kind of come in thinking, oh, it's Telford, and now they're probably one of the best teams in the league. So.
Well, you're not going to take them lightly tomorrow, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. You know, we know what we've got to do and go in there. Tony's told us like how he wants us to play. So if we go in there and execute it, we've got the team to do it. Even with guys like Robin and Chungy out, we can still beat teams. It's hockey, you know.
Well, no pressure on you at all tomorrow, Jacob. But we're taking a couple of hundred down there.
Yeah, I think Andy was saying there's going to be like the biggest crowd Telford's had in like 8 years or something like that. So hopefully it'll be good, you know.
All right, best of luck for tomorrow and the rest of the season. As you say, you've got your chance. Take it, buddy.
Hopefully I will.
Right, that's it for another edition of Phoenix TV. A bumper edition this time with 2 games. Bit of mixed fortunes, but that's the way it goes. Another 2 points on our quest for the league title. Our next home game, next Sunday, against the Bracknell Bees with the usual face-off time of 5:30. You can follow the club on all the usual outlets, obviously Phoenix TV, Twitter, Facebook, all the local newspapers, and, well, even come down to a game and follow us. See you next week.